Hello, hello. OK, sound alerts. Tostakaan mä en ikinä päässyt eroon, vaikka mä kuin yritin. Aseta palautuminen etusijalle. En. Joo. Aletaan nyt sit pelaa. Eikö niin, mun piti katsoa toi vielä. Vitsi. Ai sä jäit kattoo sitä direktiä. Mä skippasin ihan tarkoituksen. Tai no, plus se, että mun piti aloittaa jo 3 varttia sit striimaamaan itse, mut... Ja kyllähän se näyttää hyvälle, mutta totta kai se näyttää tommosessa ympäristössä hyvälle. Harvinainen aika. Ei kai ne nyt pahalta sitä saa tehdä. Missä on mun hiiri? Se näytti kyllä kans ihan hauskaa. Kieltämättä. Mihin me jäätiin? Mulla oli joku juttu, mitä mä halusin tehdä. Mitä mä halusin tehdä? Tänne. Oh wow. In order to succeed, the body has to be down, autopsy has to be finished, and Kim has to be absent. This will be devilishly tricky, so don't beat yourself up if you manage to send the body to the processing without getting hold of the boots. Ai niin karaoke, mutta ei meillä ole löydetty sitä biisiä vielä. Ai niin me selvitettiin sitä Borskeiton mysteeriä. Että mitä pirii sinne laitetaan sekaan, että jengi jaksaa lakkoilla. Me piti käydä häiriköimässä jotain rottaa. Siinähän se on laulaa karaokea. Mä pitäis puhua kunolle. Tai Gartelle. Maksaa lasku, mutta meillä ei ole vieläkään rahaa tarpeeksi, plus päivä on kohta ohi. Tonkin mä unohdin ihan kokonaan. Pihtulalle puhut tietenkin. Pitäis. Mut on taas tot puhelukyttälää eka.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out tool. As you tap on the...
No, that's enough fun with the...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Sir, officer, what's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it. Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
Okei.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isoleri law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
EPIS. P-is.
Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Okei. Kuivattuja hedelmiä. Nois, mäkin syön lakuja tässä koko ajan. Röyhkeästi syön. Striimissä. Mitäkään tässä pelissä tapahtuu, kun tulee yö? Pari keksii. Siis sä vedit sun striimimät, että niinku striimi edes alkoi. Toki. Striimi alkoi vähän myöhässä.
This Postla Vantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Missä nämä vaihtoehdot on? Good mail delivery box, pat the box, tai fuck you mail delivery box, kick it. Pat the box.
The box seems happy.
The box is happy. Sä oletit, että mä en striimaa. Eikö mä sanonut, että mä striimaan? Eikö mä sanonut, että mä käyn lenkillä, että mä striimaan? Vai oliko se siinä vaiheessa, kun mä sanoin, että mä jumituin kattoo sitä, että sitten tänään ei oiskaan striimi? Niin.
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been
No
scripted.
joo.
Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel your mail collection box.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
Ei mennyt potkasta sitä. Mennään juttele Kuunolle. Kuuno valehteli meidän. Plus jäi koukkuu prosessijuustaan.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Mun pitäisi levottaa empatiaa, mutta sitä mulla ei ole.
So?
So?
Yeah, so? Kuno did sick the pigs on him. Kuno's a man of his word.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
I will remember
you got
this.
Fucked. You got fucked, pig. Fucked bad. Of course you're gonna remember this. Now get the fuck out of here, griefing the Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
The fuck about it? Your test.
Get lost.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
Beneath Kuno. Miten ne vaatteet päätyivät roskikseen? I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder
Listen,
scene.
listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving.
Sad shit. Nää se on.
Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
Joo ei.
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters FALN running down his trouser leg.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
No joo.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for fouling anyway, pig. The fuck? A mug in the trash. Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker, 'cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes putting 2 and 2 together here.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Get hooked on the snitching.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. You're dreaming, pig. That's not how...
A little. But don't expect anything to change.
Don't let him dominate you, Kuno. Fuck his fat ass.
Pig, do you have any
Tuntuu
idea
kyllä aina kun
how
puhuu
fucking
tälleen, että
stupid
tuhlaa
that
aikaa.
sounds? Kuno gives you hot fucking leads, snitch bit style, and you come back griefing the Kuno. The fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of
Uh-huh.
here, fat ass. Those pants are too small for you.
The pants are totally okay. Don't listen to her. She's trying to give you body image problems.
Nää on ihan vitu hyviä nää ajatukset aina. Okei.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Hyvä, että jos ei olisi levuttanut tota moraalia, että olisi ollut taas yksi moraali, niin me oltaisiin taas kuoltu siihen, kun joku lapsi sanoo, että me ollaan liian lihava meidän housuihin. What a way to go. Niin tuolla on se ovi, mutta millä hemmetellä mä menen tonne? Ei varmaan millään. Equip plastic bag and collect bottles. Tästä voi oikeesti rupea niinku pullokeräilijäksi.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Hyvä.
The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they
Kun ne
would
laskut
put
jotenkin
anything in the
maksaa,
trash,
totta.
though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Okay.
Yes. What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
Niin kuin me.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere. Or laying low after the, lynching. They probably fucking killed that guy or something, and that's why.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
What?
Another thing. Great.
Okay.
Yes. Absolutely out.
Absolutely in
The question.
First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Yes.
Your body is ready, sire.
My body is ready. Peli on sitä saamanin biisiä vieläkään. Ai niin, me piti kans jutella kokin kanssa.
Yes?
Ei. Ai niin, me olisi pitänyt ottaa tää varmaan jossain vaiheessa. My body is ready.
Yes? What do you want to know? Yes.
Tää on varmaan vähän myöhäistä tässä vaiheessa.
Now I remember.
Kysytään. Kerro meille.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling and Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Okay.
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Hold on, and the RCM is?
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Super useful.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Okay.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
I don't remember being in on anything.
That's good. What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion. Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to Police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary, somewhere in your mind hangs a dark green blackboard. There are 2 columns. One says, cases solved. The other, confirmed kills.
What? Nyt mä vähän tipuin kärryiltä. I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station.
It's all part of the master plan, you see.
Nyt on taas vaihtoehtoja. Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. Nämä on kaikki jotenkin hirveän levottomia vastausvaihtoehtoja.
Really?
I arrive at the scene 3 days early, drink myself to oblivion, fully re-immerse myself in this reality, and then work the case from an angle so crisp and fresh it produces never-before-seen results. Not only for criminology, but for the human mind.
It can't be that.
It isn't, but I will prove it so. I am notoriously difficult to work with wunderkind, with extremely unorthodox methods.
Wouldn't that be something? And who could say it's not true? If you really don't remember anything, how would you know? We should move.
Yes.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Why did... Huh? Sylvie suicide jokes. What? Miksi tulee +1? Häh?
Because you're the best offer. No, that doesn't seem right.
Aha.
You look dumb if you keep the lieutenant waiting for too long.
Varmaan on tommonen 71% chanssi 6 silleen, että me mennättiin taas tiellä.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods
Case
towards
of
the
the
table
Borscht.
and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Kubek. Please. It's not funny.
Tekis niin mieli käyttää tämän.
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. The mention of mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again.
Minkä takia tuo logiikka oli Saksessa, oli vaan se, että sen nimi ei oikeasti oo Gurachi Kubek, mut sit tässä chatissa lukee, että se on sen nimi.
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question.
No.
He doesn't know your
Joo.
language. You can just say something cool in return.
Something cool. Okay.
Boars need more vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Viinakeittoa.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself.
Mä tykkään, että elektrochemistry herää tänne keskusteluun aina siinä vaiheessa, kun puhutaan viinasta tai huumeista. Muuten se vaan nukkuu.
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
Joo. Lisää
He
vodkaa.
smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot. With a whistle, he stirs the brew. He smiles and nods enthusiastically.
Item gain
Chattering
alcohol.
away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup, then hands it to you. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
Ja. Saatiin viinaa. Siinä on 3 huikkaa. Moraali tippuu, mut... Mitä puhuttiin siitä Cyberpunkin alesta? On sale from your wishlist. Cyberpunk. Tää tuli saman tien. Totta kai se tuli saman tien. Oho. Onkohan se paljon alessa? Find out who is in the Union box. Garte has told you some unruly Union men gather in the mess hall of the Whirling Lags. They are not here today, but most likely they'll eventually show up. Koska se jossain kunnon alas, joku enemmän kuin 50 pinnaa. 50 pinnaa. Mitä? Kai se voisi ostaa tosta talteen. Yleensä se on ollut ton -50 kyllä. Who else has unauthorized access to the Whirling's trash? Find this person and you'll know who tampered with the scene. It may take a while. Get hold of a sad song tape. Paras questi. Mitenköhän me päästään eroon tästä? Jossain oli joku vinkki, että siitä voi koittaa jotenkin huijaa, mut... En tiedä. It's all about the money. You gotta spend money to make money. Money is really what matters. Okay. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with 3.
A colourful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch.
Ota se!
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. It's a dock worker's ID doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John. You fumble with the spring
Oikeesti.
carabiner, but to no avail. The dangling items refuse to come loose. They just jingle in an ever louder manner. Like fucking sleigh bells. What are you doing? You're gonna get caught.
Stop finger-fucking him, officer! I'm responsible for these oafs and their stuff. Even Sleepy there.
What? No.
Yeah, sure. I don't care. Just don't finger-bang his stuff, okay?
To be honest, he's correct. Police officers generally don't go around appropriating possessions from people. Let's go.
Boo.
It was just an idea. Come on, relax everyone. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your cab.
Joo, tutorial. No mut... Rommin väärinkäyttöä.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie? Her eyes move up and down your person as though taking your measurements. Her attention is scientific.
Why, you are, officer. And have
Maybe
you
I'm
found
not.
anyone
Maybe I
to be
am.
sweet to?
I don't know. Maybe I have.
You rascal. I'm too old for you, and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Hire her. How'd you like to roll with me? Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? Ei kyllä jaksa rupea kerjäämään.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway. Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchair partner in fighting crime.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to get back to helping the people of Martinez.
Of course, I forgot I had you.
Yes, and it seems to me that you do well to stick close to him. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law, someone you can lean on, and, sweetie, you are looking unsteady. And even if he weren't there, I don't think you'd have much use for me. Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
Se ei nyt syttynyt.
Of course, dear.
Milläs mä keksin, miten mä voin huijaa tätä jävää? Koska mä haluaisin pölliä ne kengät siltä.
Yes? Excuse me? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things. You've misplaced your badge. I cannot let you act in the name of the RCM without supervision until you've regained control of your faculties. Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself.
Okay. Self-care jää työn ulkopuolella.
Please do. We wouldn't want your regiment to spill over into the investigation.
The lieutenant is pretty sure self-care is just a euphemism for nihilistic binge drinking.
Olisiko tonne katolle päässyt jotenkin? Self-care. Nihilistic binge drink. Kun tää kusis pari tehtävää, jos tekee ton autopsy. Mä en tiedä, haluanko mä tehdä sitä vielä. Niin, se pitää varmaan tehdä silleen, että kun me mennään nukkumaan, niin sitten me voidaan self-care-tuntien aikana käydä repimästi kenkäät sen jalasta. Pääseekö täältä jostain vielä niinku ylöspäin? Pääskö täältä niinku ylöspäin vai oliks tää vaan tää pieni? Tää oli vaan tää pikkupartsi. Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor.
I did it my way.
I can see that.
My way or the highway.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Okei, kiitos tutorial agent.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression,
Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet. Stop steam from fogging up the mirror. Auttaisiko se sitten tähän ehkä? Mut mitä? Chain cutters.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
58.
Your face, adorned. The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose.
Kaikella on
The mirror
tarkoitus.
begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
No more steam. Edelleen ihan paska chance. Sattuuko jostain kusee? Kyllä on kyllä niin huono chance. Ei me kyllä varmaan heitetä tota noppaa vielä tohon. Mutta okei, täällä ei ollut nyt mitään. Kop, kop.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside. Still no answer. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
No ok. Olisin halunnut päästä vain yläkertaan. Mistäkään me päästään sen? Hei kato! Täältä varmaan.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
I'll be back, door. Mark my words.
The door does not budge.
Touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe.
Arvi.
It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
The winch, outside, in the backyard. Remember? No? Your fingers do.
Niin jos se on sillä vinssillä nostanut sen sinne.
Well, if there was a winch, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation.
It's hardly a side investigation. You already have a name for it.
No, the door is mega investigation. Behind the blue door.
It's hardly worth a title. Anyway, Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
No ok. Paitsi et se ei varmaan nyt tykkää, koska me fingerbangattiin sen asiakkaan.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
Eli nyt meidän pitäisi löytää jostain joku... There are strange doors in the whirling. No one knows where they lead. Find a way in and see what's hidden there in a hostel cafeteria's forgotten corners. Find a way into secret passage. Pitäisikö meidän koittaa tutkia jotain uusia alueita? This book has a rose pistol and a half-naked dame on its cover. Very muscular man surrounded by flames. Kirja. This coin-operated viewer has been banged up, inoperable. Tuolla on toi muovipussi. Mun muovipussi. pysty laittamaan tuohon käteen mulle. Nyt on kunnon hobo. Hobo cup. Broken window.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor little viewer had it.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk, written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards. That's Kuno on the lens.
Nice.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the Star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian Church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. Around the large wooden building you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
Probably some kids.
A simple but clever solution to ruin in a coin-operated viewer. It took ingenuity.
Ingenuity. No enpä nyt tiedä. Hei, nyt me voidaan kerää näitä pulloja. Yes! Rahan tulo ei voi estää. Jep. Mistä täällä oli rahaa täällä jossain random luukussa? Tää on kyllä... Tästä pelistä tuli 1,000,000 kertaa parempi nyt. Tää oli hyvä ennen tätä, mutta nyt tää on niin täydellinen. 4 levua enää, sit loppuu levuttaminen, sit tulee uusi lisäri ja sit siitä taas jatkuu. Earthquake.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Aha, okei. Okay. Penkillä voi tuhlaa aikaa, selvä. Niin. Sit voi grindaa kaikkea muuta hauskaa. Mihinköhän asti se kauppa on auki? Kerätäänkö me käydä palauttaa meidän pullot?
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Ropes and rods.
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip the Fourth, the insane."
Miten sulla on kaikki ne käpis, mutta sulla on MS kesken? Niin joo, totta, niin olikin. Sitä mä mietinkin. Näin mä olin sen ymmärtänyt.
As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece. Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet? Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it. Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement?
Political statement.
Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sight.
Nyt voisi taas peilaa tämmösen 80% rolli.
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the Centennial Revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy.
Sitten heittää silti tupla ykköset ja se feilaa. How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
I would like to sleep on gold, hustler style.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled
cocaine addiction. There what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
Nenäkarkki.
Cocaine.
Okay, what is nose candy? Cocaine. So he was addicted to nose candy, a bloated druggie.
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped his majesty's mortal remains in the Interlindian Bay. His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
Higher realms. Korkeampi voima.
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of
shit. That's brilliant, so funny and nihilistic.
People in Martinez tend to disagree,
Nihilistic.
as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Those critics might have it wrong, though. There's more to it than just ironism, but you can't say what precisely. Perhaps this art mystery will be solved at a later time. Philip III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
Oi poloi.
Not that he ever did in life either.
Se oli tärkeä side rant. Jep. Hieton. Siitä saa fysikalia. Minkä tilalle se menee? Tiedätkö mitä tästä tulee? Conceptualize suggestion. Vai piti? White beater. White tank top. Ei saa sanoa vaimohakkaaja, pitää sanoa puolisohakkaaja. 2023. Kyllä nyt pidetään tää meidän likainen kauluspaita. Jos pitää ottaa matsiin, niin sit voidaan laittaa tosta vähän vaimaria päälle. Massi. Olepa pulla kassikandos vaimari päällä. Tää olikin roolipeli. Hobo Cup. Ja sit on toi vitu kiskaavain tossa toisessa, et saa auki jotain noita jos tarvii.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels. A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crown with wavy rays. It is the seal of Royalist era reversion. The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal, in the lost city of the Pygmies.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town.
Racism.
This is our guy. Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Hyväksynnän hyljä.
There he is, in front of Fritte.
Hyväksyntähyljä.
Hoping it's over.
Ai niin tämänkaan me ei vielä juteltu. Tää vaikutti joltain kunnon persoonalta. Me käydään nyt palauttaa meidän pullot.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Tänään käytiin Irlissäkin palauttaa pullot. Tuli joku 17 euroa.
And the money appears with a satisfying jingle.
Täällä ei ollut hetken palautettu pulloja. 2.80. Boo.
You're 100% sure you got special hobo cop money for that tear. At least 100% extra tear money. If the numbers on the machine told you otherwise, it's a lie.
Me saatiin Hobocop extraa. Oliko siitä muuten oikeesti? Eikö siinä ollut... Oota. More money from selling tare. Jep. Tästä saa oikeesti enemmän rahaa. Onks meillä oikeesti... Meillä on 1 kilpoja. Niin tästä saa researchia Kim Kitsuragiin. Pullojen palauttaja pro. Mä nyt teen yhden tallennuksen, koska mua kiinnostaa, jos... Tässä on toi on aika hyvä. Mutta hetkonen. All endurance and white checks unlocked. Learning cap for endurance. All psych. Blood oxygen is boring. Mitä tää oli? Ai niin, tää oli tää, joka kuoli, joo. Mut jos tää nyt forgettaa. Forget thought for 1 point. Thought will be lost forever. Me ollaan ikuisesti homocop. Kun mistä mietin, että jos mä olisin halunnut jonkun uuden täältä. Mut et se maksaa skillpojoja unohtaa se. Jaa. Mikä, kun sit taas, kun näissä ei niinku lue tavallaan mikä siitä solutionista tulee, niin sit mitä jos siinä käy silleen, että sieltä tulee joku... Periaatteessa voisi aloittaa tästä magnesium-based lifeformi, mutta mä en sit tiedä, onko se hirveän hyvä. I don't know. Internalize. Nyt meidät tänne sitä. No joo, me saadaan taas kohta 1 levu lisää. Vieläks tässä on se...
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and...
Ei me kyllä sit makseta mitään. Siis se penalty on varmaan vaan se studin ajan, joo. Kyllähän temporary research bonus. Mut sitten se mikä sit tulee myöhemmin, niin sit se jää. Ja sit tätä ei voi niinku vaan ottaa pois tästä enää. Se on vähän hassu. Pullokassi. Equip this to collect tare from the street. Koska tää on rassistilla jotain uutta sanottavaa meille.
Looking for something? It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. The science of racial theory has all been proved. Even
En ole pelkästään rasisti, olen myös. Science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it.
People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Tää kuumana. Alkaa tulee lämmin. Yes, I can really tell you are a prime example of superior design.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
What?
The problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruders species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Aina joku muuvika.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
What is cultural victory?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any motetos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to.
Eli vissiin vähän lämmintä sisään, kun on kunnon viiva käydä ikkunassa, kun on vasta.
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
Aha. Se ei halunnut enää jutella meidän kanssa, kun Saffron Picker. Welcome to Russia. Haluaisin mä jutella tän kanssa?
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone.
Stay frosty.
Cops are here.
Vittu kytä.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Yes.
We're here to fight for a cause.
Why should I?
Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Oh, then yes. Okay, then I'm thinking no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Yeah. I don't think I've chosen any sides yet. What kind of cause are we talking about?
People. Rights of workers to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
Tää on joku plant. Tää ei oikeesti oo mikään... Tää on oikeesti firman mies eikä tavallinen työntekijä.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work!
Ja.
Maybe you should ask
Mulla olisi pari
them
kyssäriä.
the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
So do we.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
Sitähän ne just on, jos...
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do! We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you are unable to breach the entrance.
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Wait, head measurer?
Yeah. That giant up there on the bridge you talked to.
Kallon mittaaja.
Head measurer.
Superrasisti.
That the workers buy. Access panel is right behind him. Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained.
Tää on kunnon sotilas tää jäävä.
I don't know how the union has
Tää
a
on
trained
mikä
killer
telakkatyöntekijä.
but that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Why don't you just talk?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Mä saatoin just sanoa kokille, että laita lisää vodkaa borssikeittoon. Ehkä me autettiinkin näitä vahingossa.
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people. Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting? What does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the
Muscle
overalls
fit.
held up by a belt seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
Koska tää tuoli olla hajoamatta mun alle? Oh. You wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what. You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Mistä sä
What's it to
tuut?
you?
Mistä nää tuut? Routine. Curiosity.
Big mess, caused by union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people.
Next. Already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
Bouncer. Sweet, I know bars. Been thrown out of from several. Maybe that's why you seem familiar.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Never heard of it.
We're done here. I have a strike to break. Right to work! Right to work! Shame on
I wasn't done.
Things are busy enough. You're going to waste less of my time?
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
What's it to you? No, don't think we've met before. I came to help out the people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
Tää ei nyt oikein lämpää meille.
What's it to you? Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people. We're all workers, right? Worked at Territorial. Uh-huh. It was a long time.
Ei johda mihinkään. Kaikki nuo vaihtoehdot oli vaan sama lopputulos. Jaa. Please use main entrance. Kuka tää?
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
Tommy Lehom.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
I am the law.
From another planet. Hey there. It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era. You could almost taste it.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Limbo, huh? So how long have you been
Feels
here?
like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes and mazout.
Extravagantly phrased.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need? It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
What's the union
Some
demanding?
pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like, a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do. Us lorry drivers.
All who?
Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
Analysoidaan ja observoidaan.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Toi ei ole hirveän hyvä chance toi heitto, kyllä.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Deep.
Ask for his conclusion.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Wicked.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Nope.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
Long time. Anna mulla verkkarit.
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Damn.
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Don't be a stranger.
Don't be a stranger. Ja niin mun piti käydä tutkimassa, mut sit mä näin ton patsan. Humanox. Nyt sai mennä nukkumaan, niin mä mietin, että pitäisikö kokeilla, että pystyykö siitä sniikkaamaan. Jos koittais käydä repii ne kengät sen ruumiin jalasta. I really want those boots. Ai niin, mutta eihän mulla oo huonetta enää. Fuck. Menettekö mä oikeesti se avaimen? Ei, kun key to room number 1. Vaihtoiko se mukaan se avaimen? Tai ei se voinut vaihtaa sitä lukkoa. Let me sleep.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks and broken window, 130 reals.
130 reaalia, mulla on 18.
Yes.
Moi pitää mennä. Et mä nyt oikeesti pääse siihen huoneeseen enää. Toi on vihreä, toi on valkoisella, toikin on valkoisella. Ei tää nyt... Kiskaa avaimet käteen ja ovesta läpi. Tää on nyt vähän ikävää. Hobo-koppi joutuu varmaan nukkuu sit puiston penkillä. Sopii toimenkuva. Ehkä siitä saa lisää hobo-pisteitä.
You see a heavy steel door.
No niin kuin tollekaan ei voi tehdä mitään. Niinku kiinnostais miten tonne pääsee, mut... Toikin on niinku ikkuna mikä on auki. Tää penkki kyllä alkaa syömään mua, voi joku. Et sä et pääse. Ei. Nup. Niin, noi on kaikki siellä varmaan se sinisen oven takana. Menee hermot. Täällä ei mitään järkeä. Ei tonne ei enää edes voi yrittää hypätä, koska toi shortcut on auki. Eikö niin, meidän pitäis mennä varmaan sit tuolta, jos me halutaan koettaa. Niin. Tää on nyt vähän önkkelemällistä. Koska tää puhuu meille vaan. Ei näköjään. Ai niin, senhän takia me itse asiassa... Ei. Alkaa menee nämä paikat jo kiinni. Hei, nyt kun me tutkitaan uutta mestaa, niin alepa kassi takaisin käteen. Täältä voi löytyä rahaa.
Whoa. What have we here?
A bridge
with loose nails and rot-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation if there ever was one.
Whatever, let death come. I'm a Rivisholian badass.
True. They never cleaned up the war damage. The rest of Revachol looks better, though.
Think about the
The bridge is
splinters.
fine enough. Locals use it all the time, after all. It's nothing to worry about. Shall we?
Ah. Lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. Se on sit just niin. Tää koko seinä niinku.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Okei. Miksi mä katon tätä?
You have no clue. It's just a wall. So many walls all over Martinaise. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
Selvä. Hei, mitäs jos me tullaan täältä? Meneekö tää ihan lukkoon?
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Etkö sä nukkunut siinä?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back. Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Pigs come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever. Trying to sneak up on me?
Aha, se halus puhua vielä vähemmän. This won't be used until the snow melts.
There must be another way into the building.
Vittu, mitä toi oli noin kovalla? Nyt kyllä bugas. Nyt mä säikähdin. Huhhuh. Hyppys, se oli kyllä kunnon hyppysäikkö. Hei. Bum hat. Oh yeah. Oh. Nyt hei. Niinkö... Ei ole mitään muut housui. No. Tää olikin kauhupeli. Nyt on kyllä pullonkerääjä luukki. Nyt. Retori. Tääkin vähän hyvä, kun pitää vaan näitä tätä random. Ei niinku mitään hajoa, missä... Mitäs on tää ilman paitaa? Täällä onkin. No niin.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
Carefully knock. Ehkä me kuunnellaan.
The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear
huge knockers.
In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp. You knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment.
I guess no one is in?
You're pretty sure the owner of the apartment isn't here. It's safe-ish.
It's safe-ish.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. There's nothing else to do than to leave and tell Everard. No conceivable reason for you to intrude on the premises. There might be important information in the apartment.
There might. Kyllähän nyt käydään katsoa, mitä siellä on. Disinfectant in the room. Smells like
A row of
chemicals.
mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes.
Hei, tää on meidän mukimies. Tai nainen tai muki oletettu.
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. There's something disdainful in the way the curves and lines of the bodies were drawn.
What do I mean? Hyvä tää. What do I mean?
It looks like the artist is celebrating diversity, but underneath he's just making fun of these people.
Cynical, slippery bastard.
You ain't gonna change someone's mind by calling them a bastard. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Whip out your yellow man mug.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens. as they say.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues.
Down the road. Yes.
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
You could ask Everard who this person is once you're done here.
Ehkä. Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. Puhdas paita. A book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
What's with the sun?
This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle.
Sun miracle? What is it?
It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag.
Lieutenant, the old flag of suzerain.
The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
Lutikkato lippu.
By old-fashioned, he means
very right wing. Tää on niin voke-peli. Don't bow to the flag.
The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colourful fabric with a sun sewn onto it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing.
Yes. Guests are staying over. Eikö tää näyttää siltä, että tää on pakannut kamansa ja valmis lähteä? Minkä takia tossa on tämmönen apujuttu? Onks tää sen... Kun siellä oli se... kärrymuija siellä baarissa, niin onkohan se sen mies, joka asuu täällä? Interesting. Logiikkapaita, mitä tää antaa? Miten meillä noin menee noin statit? Concept suggestion. Niin, mutta mä en kyllä ehkä halua miinusta tohon. Jos tää on siistimpi. Minkä takia näitä mukeja voi vielä Käpistellä.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf.
Voiko tämänkaan puhua tästä?
Yes.
Interesting. Vieläköhän toi mukaan.
Must be another way into the building.
Sitten se on hyvä, kun siinä on... No nyt se ei ollut niin kovalla, mutta siinä oli silti toi ihme kaikuefekti.
Hey, up here, Piggo.
Piggo. Miksi siellä on sitä maalia vaan? Nyt oli hieno paita. Niinkin. Se menee tohon.
Yeah, you better keep walking.
Aye, Captain. Split the cord. Ei oo kyllä enää ne... Did she spill the plane? Plaint.
When I'm talking to you.
Inside the frame of motorcycle in repair and the tools used to design. Puhuu sille täältä alhaalta.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing
Cindy
down
the
Rue de
Skull.
Esperance. You wait and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
I'm the law.
Sod off, pigman. Art is above the law.
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms. Hatred, disgust, it's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That Ozon whore. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershaw. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her.
Oh.
She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit
wacky.
Throwing her off is our best bet.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozon.
What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit.
Graffitio.
I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
You don't know what to write.
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mono is here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cats. And my name's not Mona, so... This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know. Summon the forces of crime and social chaos.
Cock and balls.
With a
Penis.
world-sized invitation.
Klassikko graffitti.
Yeah?
Tänne perussuomi tekee jo. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
She means the opposite.
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Kukaan ei tiedä murhasta mitään.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who...
Ja kun sitä mä just mietin, että otetaanko me tässä itse inspiraatio siihen tyhjään seinään.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
So you won't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armor.
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art? Art for the body?
Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell.
Cute.
If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time!
And there's a little girl wearing the gloves.
No. That's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told you what I just told you. I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it.
Or a weakness for police officers, miss. Thank you either way.
Catch you later,
Watch
Cindy.
your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Aha. Tää näköjään huutaa, jos toi haluaa jutella.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet.
Take care of that, then.
But I don't have the
Let's
money.
talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets. We'll figure something out.
Ei oo ihan 130 vielä. Mut kai me nyt sit mennään nukkumaan. Through the Saint Lane. Tätä voi holdaa. Spurgu, Pipo ja joku kapteeni. Hei! Mitä on? Jos se oma maailman kello näyttää, no sekin näyttää aika paljon. Bullet holes. No. That's my song, that's my jam.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Kim is about to say something. Let him. Yes.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment. Good luck trying to use it.
Draconian measures.
Sitä mietinkin, että eikö se ollut jotenkin...
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before
Master
your guest
key.
key will open the lock. Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Nukuks mä autossa? Oh no. Ai niin me ei vieläkään kysytty, no mutta me tiedetään, että me ei saada. Ai niin, tänne on tullut lisää näitä. Me ollaan boring cop. Sitten me ollaan, mä en tiedä, ollaan me enemmän good cop kuin bad cop. Mut sit me ollaan myös revitty jostain jotain kommunistisia piirteitä. Säätänä kommari. Me ollaan samaan aikaan myös vähän fasisti ja ultraliberaali. Moraali ei ole meidän vahva puoli. Auto on siitä. Sitten taas sataa vettä.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio mic.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure? Regular people just call it
The cage.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
What?
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
Confiscated? Thanks. Ei kysytä
The
liikaa.
lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Mut siis... Spinners. I'm riding spinners. I'm riding spinners. And they don't stop. Mut missä se on siis? Hetkonen. Local pawn shop. South of the plaza. Tätä? Onko siis niinku täällä? Eikä nyt tähänkään suuntaan menty vielä kertaakaan. Löytyi kunnon spurkuhanskatkin. Ui juma. Machine. In the dark. Ai se Yakuza, ai siitäkin tuli jotain gameplayt. Mulla oli joku Yakuza, mikä mun piti pelaa. Mä muistan, onko mä pelannut ne molemmat kivamit. Miten mä silloin striimasin? Ne on kyllä vähän japani. Mut se on välillä niissä hauskaa.
What can I do for you? I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Niin no joo, se on sitä storya. Fiilistelyä. Sitten kun mä oon pelannut ne pari, niin sit mä oon aina laittanut sen silleen, että se on joku mediumi tai jotain, sit mulla menee hermo siihen kompattiin ja sit mä aina tiputan sen jossain vaiheessa. Sit vaan juoksee se storin läpi ja pelaa niitä minipelejä.
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored.
Jesus. Livessä oli game. Niin, joo, siinä ei ollut kuin traileri, joo. Niin siellä oli niitä tyttökortteja. Mut sit viimeksi, mikä me pelattiin, niin siinä oli niitä ötökkäkortteja, ne ei ollut niin kivoja. Ja sit se, mikä mun piti pelaa, mitä mä nyt en muista mikä se oli, niin silloin oli niitä... Siinä on se idoli-fotoshootti, missä on niitä live action idoleita, joita sä saat valokuvaa. Sitten siinä piti maksaa rahaa, siis ei oikeata rahaa, vaan pelirahaa, niin niille sai joko sisäkköasuja tai uimapukuja tai jotain. Ja just se sit on jäänyt pelaamatta. Ai niinku ne hävisi sieltä Game Passista jossain vaiheessa, siksi mä en pelannut, mutta nyt ne on tullut takas sinne.
It keeps me entertained.
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling. Some kind of drug, maybe.
Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on?
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Mut sit niillä tyttökortilla pysty pelaamaan sitä painipeliä.
These are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
Triple trial.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you. Here's the 130 real you need for your bill.
Me ei saatu kaikkea 200.
The rest is for him.
Voitaisko me nyt mennä vaan ostaa jotain viinaa sieltä kaupasta?
From his radiant spinners.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale.
Do you know what the tattoos mean?
Paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something.
Tallennus mitenkään ne vetää perseitä.
You have absolutely no idea what aphotic paths are, but the tattoos on the man are not that.
Access your own pawn menu.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Mä en tiedä, mitä näillä joillain tekee. Tekeekö näillä jollain yhtään mitään, mut...
Another time, perhaps.
Do you happen to have any guns? Electrochemistry. Just saatiin ne spurkuhanskat, ne ainakin boostaa sitä. Jep. Onko meillä joku, mikä laskee electrochemistryä? Eikö tostakin housuistakin saa sitä? Okei.
Magnesium-based life form.
Tuliko meistä just narkki?
We tell them, hell no. You're about to become a magnesium-based life form. The age of the primitive carbon man is done. No longer must mankind rely on slow-working background radiation to take us further into our genetic destiny. This is the era of guided evolution, and magnesium is the key. You are the first of your species, the next step in human evolution. An advanced magnesium proto-man who mags it up, drinks it down, and sniffs it sideways.
Mitäs tästä tuli? Magnesium receptable glands. Ja sit -1 logiikkaa. No such thing, man. Mut meidän moraali on nyt 4/4, eli me ei nyt ainakaan kuolla masennukseen ihan suoraan. Very good. Mitä mun pitää tehdä?
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Niin siis me vaihdettiin nyt toi... hetkonen. Elektrokemistri, niin onks meillä jotain, mistä me voitais saada sitä lisää? Ei. Okei. Tallenna, jos lähtee henki, mut...
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
It's cool that you're still open. Big city vibes.
The pawn shop is always open.
Oho! Niin sit me saatiin tosta toinen. Roy doesn't really sleep. No nyt pitäis olla aika hyvä check. Ei saa kusta.
Okay.
No oikeesti.
It definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it. And many other things besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer. Looking at his wares, talking to him, that might give you more clues.
Unlokkaakohan toi, jos me löydetään lisää clue?
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Quite a statement.
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
Mm-hmm.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. Hey, I don't know.
Tän vois oikeesti ostaa.
It's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Is the Harman Welshie W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Wow.
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music. If police work means playing tapes, sure, you can use it for that, or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Meillä olisi kyllä varaa, mutta emme kyllä vielä osteta sitä.
Wow. A very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. The print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hjelmdal burning. The antlers on the hood of the man's cloak and his piercing blue eyes are familiar. Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there. Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Numb.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
It's the man from Hjelmdal.
Walking away from his burning village, yes.
I'm guessing I was supposed to know who this man from Hjelmdal is, but I lost my memory recently and it helped remembering basic facts about reality. Tell me more about this man.
The man from Hjelmdal is the hero of a series of popular books based on a fictional version of Kotla. Mostly what is nowadays ARDA NFD.
NFD.
In fact, most people don't think that man from Hjelmdal ever really existed. But they are wrong.
Hjelmdal isn't a real place.
Neither is the man a real man, of course. But both the man and Hjelmdal are an ontological necessity. But hey, it's not worth getting into an argument about.
Wow.
What?
I mean, even if the man from Hjelmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Huh?
Okay.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect. Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hjelmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
It's for the best, because Hjelmdal is not a real place, and thus he could not have gone there. His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Interesting.
2 real.
Ehkä me saatiin tästä lisävinkki sen huumeiden käyttöön.
That's dirt cheap.
Cool, I'll think about it.
You should.
Physical instrument, shivers, -2 authority. Ton mä kyllä ostan.
Welcome to Hyundai, officer.
Nyt oli niin hieno teepaita, että oli pakko. Yes! Onks meillä karttoja? Acquire copy of the city map. Niin ei meillä on näitä kaikkia täällä, mut... Miten kartta puuttuu vielä?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet
Ei vitsi, kun
in
kutittaa
bright
korvaan nyt, kun toi kamerat zoomas tohon
all are stern and unyielding in their duty.
projektorin viereen.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
I used to be very serious about my Franco-Nigerian knights.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Which ones? Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the revolution. The uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose.
I suppose.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
It's meant to give people hope. Even we can do it.
Maybe.
Ehkä. No niin, nyt kustaan taas 80 noppa.
Why?
Ei
What's
sentään.
this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
Miksi mä haluaisin ostaa tän? Koska tää on niin
Did I
mielenkiintoinen.
mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
Hei, Lucky Charm.
Hey. Psst. Psst. Hey, you. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love?
Mitä tää tapahtuu? Love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner.
Good. We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings. Is that right?
How come?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
Haven't said anything like that.
Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it.
Mä luulen,
You're
että
about to rip off that mask of social
ehkä ostettiin jotain, mistä me saatiin yksi kommunismipoja ja nyt meidän sisäinen ääni oli silleen, let's go full communism.
and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big
communism builder?
Or do we get right down to it?
BCB. Mitä? Stop building What?
Failure. It's about
Failure. What?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing.
Lähti
Against
vähän laukalle.
every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade.
En mä kyllä varma.
Very well. I guess no one will build communism then.
Viimeinen
Tell the working
komma.
man it's over, unless anyone has objections. No objections. It's mathematically impossible to achieve a classless society. Everyone knows this.
Kiitos logiikka.
Let not failure ensnare you any further, beautiful pixie girl. Be an acrobat, a prancing fairy queen. Did someone mention cocaine? Are we doing cocaine? No.
Vitun electrochemistry.
I'm sure I heard someone say cocaineism.
Vittu. Ei.
Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one. There's one.
Oh no. Ei nyt poliisi pari vittua.
You should build communism precisely because it's impossible.
Ei. Meidän lähtee vähän laukalle. Okay.
Greetings on this fine night.
Hei no niin.
What brings you here?
Prices are strange. Doesn't really sleep. Odd brain activity. Compose your notice. No niin. 97. Ei voi kustaa.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Parolidon.
Ei
It's
se.
tough to come by on the street.
Tässä olisi tullut Snake Eyes. He's probably on pure holiday.
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
So where does?
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
Chill out, man. I'm chill out cop.
I've had to take it. You know, since the People's Pile
Wink,
cleanup.
wink. Nudge, nudge.
I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
People's Pile.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault?
No one's. Everyone's. A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen? A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
The People's Pile was a Type U particle decay generator that failed immediately after entering service, releasing radioactive waste into River Esperance. A primitive nuclear reactor, also called a pile.
Pile.
Construction began during the Commune of Revachol. The people continued work on it after the Commune fell. They wanted a cheap source of energy for Revachol West. Needless to say, things didn't work out. An emergency valve defect resulted in steam pressure blowing the turbine, taking the fuel containment vessel up in the explosion. Both the faulty design and lack of finances contributed to the catastrophe.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized, tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick. The clean-up happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forberg as I can. Still in the same city, but...
Thank you.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Totta kai.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before.
Hyvä minä.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind. She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Yes.
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the Force. We have to find her.
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You'll just have to hope Everard wasn't lying, and the Union can track her down in time.
Oi.
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Wait, then it might be true. Everard's claims.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
People as oleaginous as Everard seem like they're lying, even when they're really being truthful.
Of course.
Nyt ainakin tiedetään mistä miten me menetettiin.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Mä luulen, että... Ai vittu, se on noin paljon. Fuck. Mä luulin, että se oli vasta tulos 11, mutta se on joko... Puoli 12. Hei, nyt pitää lopettaa. I need to be sleeping. GG. Se olisi pitänyt aloittaa vähän aikaisemmin, mutta minkäs teet, kun... Mulla on aika tärkeäseen. Joo, jatketaan taas joku päivä. Nyt mä menen. Hei hei, hyvästi ja hyvää päivää.